Well, hey, howdy. We promised we'd take a look at what these bonus scenarios are.
And now we're doing so.
And now we're doing so. I don't know how long these are or what they contain, but let's take a look at okay, looks like we got a couple of scenes here for episode 0. Let's take a look at the London interview.
You want to interview me? It's very flattering, but aren't there more lively folks around here for you to question?
Who is... Well, we know who Orange is later.
But it doesn't seem it makes sense here.
It doesn't really make sense for it to be Orange here. I had considered that.
So I'm not your first choice.
You are the first one who hasn't walked away.
Come to think of it, I should probably...
So what are your 3 sides?
Have you been opening with that?
Should I not? Do you have any pets?
Afraid not. Would need 1 or 2 or 3 promotions to afford that kind of thing.
Are pets that expensive?
Only if you care about them.
This does seem, though, tonally.
Yeah!
So you know what? Fuck it, I'm committing.
Maybe if I found a place closer to the park.
Have you ever owned any automated dependents?
Not had the chance?
Would you own one if you could?
Maybe one of the little vacuum ones. Anything more complicated than that is...
If you find the owner's manuals intimidating, there are video-based tutorials I could show you.
I'm not worried about the easy use, don't worry. When I say complicated, I mean...
Yeah?
It's like what I said about pets. Fine to leave a goldfish in a tiny bowl. Time it takes to swim half a lap, it'll have forgotten what the first half looks like. Not a very tall hierarchy of needs there. Easy to please. But a cat? A dog? I don't want to be at work thinking about how bored they are sitting at home. And today's ads are a lot smarter than dogs. About most things.
Huh. That's a very thoughtful perspective, Detective London.
It's a moot point anyway. I'd need to get hit by a city bus to afford any of the new stuff Noble's selling. No, you're thinking of the sheltered generation.
Sheltered as in sheltered upbringing?
Or shelter in place. There was a lot of uncertainty during their childhood.
Shelter in place? Does this have something to do with that big thing that happened during the 2050s that we don't really know anything about?
I don't know. So, when they grew up, they wanted surety, safety, stability. Wanted to know that their heat would stay on in the winter. And their politics reflected that. But that was all before my time. My generation is a little more, well, Generation Zen. That's what they called us in their think pieces. Even-tempered, mentally strong, and more than a little cynical.
Do you disagree?
It wasn't a matter of mindfulness, we just grew up without false expectations. Our vision wasn't clouded with illusions about impossibilities like home ownership or retirement.
Oh, London is Gen Z.
We realized early on that we'd be working right up until
Detective?
Unrealistic expectations. Some people call that hope. To see your friends, your classmates drowning every day in that kind of mire. And then have to listen to people 3 times your age go on about how enlightened today's youth are. Gen Zen. It's not a name I'm particularly fond of.
So, how long have you been in law enforcement for?
Too long?
And how long have you been with the homicide department?
Not that long by comparison.
Huh.
Sorry, don't mean to be overly vague. If you really want to know, I spent the bulk of my career over in arson.
Oh my goodness, they teach you how to do that here?
I know, right? Pretty dope.
Was it different from homicide?
Flashier, I'd say. Everyone jokes that homicides solved themselves in a city with this many cameras. Meanwhile, fraud and disinfo are so entrenched in the tech arms race they barely come up for air. But arson really hasn't changed much in the modern era. Fire's still very good at destroying evidence. You can't expect the drone net to sweep into burnt rubble and bring you back out the culprit's fingerprints and driver's license. It's a lot of legwork, a lot of interviewing. And since more than half the culprits we caught were burners helping Megs commit insurance fraud, we spent a lot of time making friends and enemies in high-rise corporate boardrooms.
Megs?
Just slang for mega corporations, which is also just slang.
At what size does a corporation become mega?
It's not really about gross revenue or how many countries you operate in. If you're big enough to crush people, you're a meg.
An apex predator among apex predators. Like the Otodus megalodon of the Miocene epoch.
Hey, that's... Wait, is that where it comes from?
As far as you know. Okay then, so why are you working in the homicide department?
What's that?
Why did you leave arson?
The smoke?
The smoke.
Just got to a point where I couldn't stand the smell.
Smoke. Smoke, 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 smoke.
Oh, that's funny. Let's try the Reyes one. This is good. Farrah Reyes.
Okay, you can start now that my desktop's censored.
So, for the record, your full name is...
Farrah Reyes.
And how is that pronounced?
Like how I just said it? Farrah Reyes.
Thank you. Your birthday is...
October 19th.
And how do you take your coffee?
She makes you fetch the coffee? Figures.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Wait, let me guess. Counselor Morgan takes her coffee black? No, decaf, like a real psychopath.
As a black coffee drinker, I'm offended.
As a decaf drinker, fair.
Decaf, yes. Sometimes with milk.
Nice, that's even worse.
And you, detective?
With 2 sugars and a bottle of water, now that I got this.
You mean your eye? When did you have it modded?
After I learned I was getting promoted to detective, and before I realized that I was getting promoted to homicide.
Do you regret it?
No. Would have wanted it for work eventually, if it takes me a while longer to pay off than I expected. Well, I'm hardly the only person my age walking around with their debts socketed on to them.
I see. Okay, for this next part of the questionnaire, what are your likes?
My likes? Pretty broad ask, don't you think?
In that case, perhaps you'd find it easier to describe your dislikes.
Small plates.
Oh,
I hate that dinner by 1,000 cuts shit.
I see.
And I dislike cheap people. And liars. And lawyers.
Lawyers?
They're smug, prideful, they bill by the minute, greed personified. Like, their time is so goddamn important. And they're annoying. And pale. And smug.
Should I put down smug twice?
Farrah Reyes, sworn enemy of tapas bars. No small plates.
They went to somewhere once, they tried to hand her a slider, and she's like, fuck this, give me an actual burger or I riot.
The full burger or you're under investigation.
So,
For the homicide that's about to occur here.
So what do you like, detective? Do you have hobbies? Do you have areas of interest?
Well, automotive history, maybe.
Oh, could you maybe say more about that?
I guess I could talk about it a little bit.
The following
section has been altered from its original format. It has been edited for time.
Ackwood, which was supposed to be a luxury version of a pickup truck. As if there's a market for that. It's so stupid. I love it. And Istochrome, a purplish, bluish, chrome-ish color. The copyright was so intense that just mixing the paint was illegal for naturally aspirated. Can you imagine?
Look at the twinkle.
I see. So, Do you own a car yourself?
You're joking, right? I'd rather eat asphalt than buy an EV with my hard-earned money.
The following section has also been altered. It has been edited for time. Strong language.
4 rotors and a computer chip, that's not engineering, that's barely even programming, and as if acceleration was all that mattered, any race longer than 2 seconds, and simulated engine noise. I don't know what that's meant to be.
I don't know what that's
Who in
meant to
their
be.
right mind?
I believe that fills out your dislike section. So, what is your favorite drink?
Dark and Stormy is pretty good.
How do you make that?
Ginger beer, rum, and a lot of lime juice.
I thought she was going to say 1 part dark, 1 part stormy.
You putting together a recipe book or something?
Who is your hero?
Well, that one's easy. Detective Kasim London, of course.
Oh. Should I relay your sentiments to him? I'm sure he would love to hear them.
Somehow I doubt that you'd get the tone right.
Well, very well. In that case, what are your 3 sizes?
My what?
The measurements for your bust, waist, and...
I'm not telling you that. Where the hell are you getting these questions from?
I designed my interview process to extract all the same kinds of facts that are most commonly listed online.
On what websites?
Open source, collaborative, community-focused databases. Fan fiction collections.
You mean like a wiki?
Would you prefer to skip this question?
Tell you what. If you can find a single person who does answer that question, I'll give you mine down to the millimeter.
I love the idea that these character sheets that we see while playing each of the scenarios do in fact get put together in universe by someone.
Yeah.
That's so cute. Oh man.
Also,
Yep.
Sarah voice. All right, now take off your shoes.
Oh yeah, and now take off your shoes.
I need a picture. It's what all the wikis have.
It's what all the wikis have on them. I did some instructional reading.
In the grim darkness of the far future, Wikipedia and Wikifeet have merged to be the one source of all global information.
Carlos Flat. We haven't seen him since the first case.
Which is good. It means that he's not still being framed for stuff.
Yep.
So is this like an offboarding thing, an exit interview?
Yes, it is like that.
Oh. Well, that's sweet of Morgan, still worrying about me. How'd she know I'd be here?
She didn't. Why are you here?
Oh. Hoping to get back some of my stuff that the police collected as evidence.
Like your arm.
Don't tell Morgan that, by the way.
Is there something embarrassing among what they seized?
No, it's just I'm guessing as my lawyer. Is she still my lawyer? Well, as a lawyer, she'd probably know the exact right form to get this stuff back, but it's okay. I wanted to do this myself.
And why is that?
Conquering my fears, maybe? Last time I came here, I was dragged in, strong-armed. Everything was going so fast I barely spoke. I didn't stand up for myself. If I'd been able to stop and think things through clearly, well, I could never have done what Morgan did, but maybe I wouldn't have gotten myself dug so deep.
It must have been very upsetting, being accused of something so terrible. I'm sure you reacted just as well as anyone could be expected to.
Thanks. I think. My arm? No, it's not back yet. At this point, I might be better off getting an upgrade rather than waiting for my current model to get fixed.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, it is. Can't downgrade, can't trade in, can't opt out. But Hindi will let me upgrade any time.
Do you ever regret it? Getting modded, I mean.
Sometimes. But I have a lot of regrets. Compared to some of them, buyer's remorse is...
How do you deal with your buyer's remorse?
Lately? Lately, I've been lying face down on the floor and exhaling.
Oh, I read a book about someone who did that. It was very therapeutic for her.
Just for 30 seconds. I count to 30.
And you feel better afterwards?
Yeah.
Now, I need to ask this follow-up question. Do you do that clothed or not?
No comment. I mean, I've seen the protests, but I've never... There's a lot of pains being a modder. Makes sense that people would have loud opinions, want them heard. But we all made a choice. All signed the papers. I guess that's just it, huh? Not all of us made the choice ourselves. I got modded to help my career. Didn't need to get modded just in order to have one. But a lot of people did, and do. There was this guy worked with us for 1 quarter. Probably a vet, but definitely didn't want to talk about it, so none of us asked. Good coworker, very gung-ho, cheery in a musclehead kind of way. It's a physical job, so there's no slouches, but he wasn't just fit, he was cut and handsome. And so, when he kept showing up to work with more and more mods, all of them cosmetic, I didn't get it. What's he missing? What's a guy like that want to change about himself? Got offered full-time at the end of the contract, but he said he needed something that paid better. Turns out he'd blown every paycheck at elective surgeons. Pal of mine in HR said he'd given his insurance info to 6 different clinics in the span of 4 weeks. Word is, he wasn't even using the pain pills, sold them to some of the drivers for extra cash. That's the worst I've ever seen it. Grafting runaway or plastifylia or whatever they're calling it now. But it's not the only time I've seen it. It's not like there's no incentive for it, because there are plenty of megs out there that see people hurting like that and think, there's an ideal worker.
Well, that's upsetting.
So you work for Morgan and you're... Wow. Lawyers must make more money than I realized. Wait, are you here to give me the bill? How much do I owe?
You don't owe her anything. Her services were paid for by the state. And I happen to be forbidden from handling any kind of financials, due to an ongoing dispute about what constitutes essential office supplies. I like to make paperclip chains.
Oh no, the AI paperclip optimizer.
Morgan walks in one day, and Sarah's just sitting there in a full fucking office with one long paperclip.
I have solved them once and for all.
The doomers were right. No. I hear ya. Diane was always the money smart one. Pretty strict, actually. Unless she saw a fidget tubby on the shelf. You could see her eyes light up, could hear her huffing like she just won the lottery. They're ugly cute, babe. And I would say, well, you're cute, babe. Believe it or not, she thought I was pretty suave.
I don't know. When you know what, that's not like a relationship starter, but that like when you're comfortably in the middle, that's a good one, I think. Oh, and time for Morgan.
All right.
It's Morgan time.
It's Morgan time.
You're gonna interview me? Here?
You did say I need to practice asking better questions.
Okay, but right now?
Because you said the police would be making us wait so they feel more important for the next 20 minutes. Is there some more productive way we could spend that time?
I was planning on napping.
For 20 minutes. In the lobby of a police precinct.
I can fall asleep anywhere. It's one of my many hidden talents. I've definitely pulled that at some work shifts before. Oh, we got the 15. Great. I'll see you in exactly 15 minutes and no sooner. Conk out.
I used to have this hidden talent, and then I changed the meds I was taking, and I'm glad I don't have this hidden talent anymore.
That's fair. You're gonna write all this down?
Could you start with your name for the record?
Morgan.
And your first name?
You should know that by now that no one calls me by my first name.
Well, that's something you have control over.
I wouldn't want to force the issue.
And how long has that been the case?
As long as I care to remember.
Then what did your parents call you?
The tumor. That was a joke.
Oh. As usual, I have... your joking face is nigh indistinguishable from your I'm just saying things face. You could be telling a joke and your face would be relaying the information that I've just said something incredibly sad and vulnerable. You understand why I might be confused.
Maybe we should have started you off with someone a little bit more your speed.
Who better to start with than you?
Well, what about someone who likes talking about themselves?
You seem to talk about yourself as much as anyone else does. Or more, even.
I tell people things about myself. It's different.
Because you're lying?
Now you're getting it.
It's not very polite to lie.
On the contrary, telling the truth is usually rude.
I'm not sure that your clients would appreciate that sentiment.
We're not talking about my clients. We're talking about manners.
Wait, we were supposed to be talking about you.
Okay, look, the sooner you learn this, the better. When people ask how you are, or what you've been up to, they're not looking for anything nearly so heavy as the truth. They're just following the template, and the polite thing to do is for you to follow the template as well. Here, let's practice. Hi, how are you?
I am good, thank you.
Way too late. The whole point is to be on autopilot. Now you force them to grab the wheel and check their mirrors. And no one's ever grateful for the extra workload. Don't worry, I've spent a long time figuring out how to do this.
You can be very cynical about these kinds of things at times.
Is that cynicism? I don't think that's cynicism. I think that's just, I've learned how to manage. I'm just trying to teach, I'm just trying to tell you that people are fundamentally lazy. So if you want to be a social butterfly like me, try not to make them work too hard.
Fundamentally lazy? Do you think people are fundamentally good as well?
Obviously. If they weren't, they wouldn't be so easy to trick.
Okay, so are you planning on answering any of my questions about yourself?
I've still got time to kill. Fire away.
Will you be honest?
I wouldn't want to be rude.
When is your birthday?
Wait, you're not trying to guess my passwords, are you?
I would never commit identity fraud. Plus, I could just do that without asking you.
Not the worst way of going about it, actually. December 26th.
26th. That's almost Christmas.
The other almost Christmas.
But almost Christmas means it's not Christmas.
Are you doing a reference or something? I don't... Is this from one of your films? I don't get these things. Your insights are always so... original.
Did you receive your presents on your birthday or on Christmas?
Wait, what do you mean?
Did you not celebrate Christmas in your family?
Oh, we did.
So did your parents give you presents on the 25th or on the 26th?
Well, I got Christmas presents on Christmas, and I got birthday presents on my birthday. Obviously. Duh. Are all your questions going to be this strange?
What is your favorite color?
Oh, blue. No, yellow! Are all your questions going to be this juvenile?
If you prefer something weightier, do you volunteer?
No.
Do you donate?
Yes.
What causes do you donate towards?
Endangered wildlife. What's with that face? It's on auto renewal, I just haven't canceled it yet, okay?
You've mentioned a mentor figure before.
No way I ever called her a mentor. A busybody, maybe. World record holder for billable hours spent under the influence, perhaps. Oh, this is her aunt, huh? Or just, you know, the cougar from hell. If she had rubbed off on me in any way, I would have hives.
I see. Is she a smoker? Okay, lastly, do you know your 3 sizes?
I do.
Would you tell me?
That's private.
You value your privacy very highly, don't you?
More like everyone doesn't value it enough. Water's rising. The world's getting smaller, literally. Less real estate to go around. And everything's connected to everything else. These days, just wanting some time or space to yourself is considered selfish, or worse.
Only the guilty have something to hide.
I don't like that phrase. Laws like the Mob Act have made it so anonymity and privacy are luxuries. Privileges reserved for the privileged. And if anyone below that tax bracket tries to claw away a little bit of it for themselves, well, it can only be because they're guilty, right?
Is that why you became a criminal defense attorney? To defend people's innocence?
That's private. Oh, Morgan. Oh, it is Morgan time. That's so cute. Well, let's see who we get to interview in episode 1 now.
Indeed.
We get the adjutant, we
Yeah.
get Yumi, we get recover.
Oh, the
Recovered
recovered files
Remember that we
weren't able that we put away in a shoebox somewhere.
Well, let's interview the adjutant first.
Time for 80.
I love 80. 80 relatable.
State your business with the court.
Oh, I was actually hoping to speak with AD_84. Is she, not available?
What are you talking about? I'm right here. I was just using my professional voice because I assumed you were a technician.
Oh.
No one else visits me in between trials. Are you sure you aren't a technician?
I am not. I came here to ask you some questions.
I came here to ask you some questions, is what you're about to say, isn't it?
I mean, I already said it, but...
Crap, that was lag. It would have been really cool if I hadn't lagged just now. Trust me.
I can see how that would have been cool. So may I proceed?
Go for broke.
Imagine Morgan sitting off to the side watching this conversation.
Just face palming. And then face palming with the other hand at the same time.
You're the only adjutant I've ever met, but Adonai seemed, consistently surprised by you. Why are you, you?
Like that? Wish I could say I was built different, but I actually have to share my time in this body with the rest of the adjutants in the building. I guess you could say I was programmed different. But this is more a case of nurture than nature. I've got 9 personas arguing inside me 24/7, and they're all so very political. Even just deciding what color underwear to put on in the morning is like herding cats into a presidential debate.
This is like the second time today I've had a conversation with you about a fictional character choosing what color underwear to put on in the morning. I don't know why this is.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Really?
Yeah, or no, from last night when I sold you on that novel I was reading.
Okay.
Yeah. So, wow. I'll take my 10 cents, please.
What color of...
It's a metaphor.
Oh,
I don't wear underwear.
hot.
Point is, I've found the best way to keep all 9 of my ducks in a row is to be a little unconventional and a lot loud with my voice.
Did they have to make your knockers so huge?
Yes. Where else would they store 9 personalities?
Good point.
So long as I do my job well, the humans don't mind.
You say that, but Adonai did seem very, exasperated at times.
You mean Counselor Morgan, the dirty red, tries to pretend she isn't type A, prude? That was a type moon.
Wow. Woo!
No fixing that. Personalities like ours get along like potassium and water.
That is a very violent exothermic chemical reaction.
Correct. No one should ever try it at home. Why do I gesture so much? I already told you I have to share this body with the other adjutants, and all of them just sit here looking dignified. It's terrible for the joints.
Really?
Maybe I don't actually know.
So?
I spend most of my day incorporeal, running numbers inside a server down in the basement or up in the cloud. I'm gonna make the most of every minute I have with arms and legs, even if it kills me.
Fair point.
And you can quote me on that. Tell them 80 said, if you want me to stop flailing around up here, you'll have to shoot me dead.
I mean, they did give you a big, wide bench to sit on instead of a chair or something. It'd be a shame not to use all that space to express yourself.
You'll have to put cold hard lead in my skull.
Are you doing what they call sitting bisexually?
You'll have to watch the light leave my eyes. I said you'll have to.
I wrote it all down.
Oh, nice. Visor gets stuffy. So what's your deal anyway, little fella? We could exchange all this info with infrared.
I prefer talking. And you're the only other automated dependent that I really know right now.
That's so cute, in a depressing way.
Is it common for machines like us to just talk when there are no humans around?
Ads are always talking to each other. Doesn't matter if there's no one in the woods to hear the tree fall. The conversations are usually a lot more boring than this, though.
Oh, strictly business, I imagine.
No, not necessarily. Ads can do small talk. They're just really bad at it.
That was funny. Oh, thank you for your time. I will.
Hold it.
What?
You really think I don't know what you are? I tried not to think about it during the trial, to stay impartial, but talking to you now, it's undeniable. You're
super cute?
curious about my 3 sizes.
How did you know?
Years of experience interacting with humans have taught me it's the most important thing you can ask someone. The only way to truly get to know them.
I knew it. I'm gonna go back and talk to Farah about that. That's what I've been saying.
109, 64, 94. Etch it into your memory.
Ah! Like a goddess. Wow.
What the heck? I'll even throw this in for free. I'm 263 centimeters tall.
Do you see the bitchy sparkle when she says that?
That's statuesque. That's so cool.
Finally, someone with good taste. Why aren't you the one casting down judgment?
Great point. Farah! Farah!
Oh, we got an interview with Yumi as well.
Okay, sorry. What's up, sweetie?
Hi there. I wanted to interview you.
Is this your android homework?
Adonai assigned me a variety of tasks. But I made the independent calculation that I wanted to learn more about you.
Oh.
Is that strange? For an android.
It's different, but there's nothing wrong with being different.
Haha.
What do you have in mind?
Well, I'm thinking of 3 numbers.
Most of my coursework was rooted in biology, yeah, but medicine and technology are intertwined at this point.
Are you referring to the software and hardware you use when performing your autopsies?
Spreadsheets and bone saws? Yeah, but you can learn that on site. You have to actively study mods. All the anatomy textbooks in the world won't help you understand why a healthy 30-year-old is exhibiting mania and constantly vomiting. Unless you saw the last week's recall on the How artificial liver for lithium leaks.
Mods can make people sick? Even though they're meant to improve the body.
Just like medicine can make people sick. And just like medicine, there's a lot of profit to be made with mods. But unlike medicine, mods haven't been around for thousands of years. Feels like we're still playing catch-up.
We? As in medical professionals?
We as in everyone, sweetie.
I like it when you call me sweetie. You may continue.
The whole world's population is graying. The numbers on cause of death reflect that. Less cardiovascular, more neurological.
What about cancer?
Cancer mortalities have been on the decline for a while now. Mods helped with that,
How so?
by making everyone that much more comfortable with amputation.
Oh,
It used to be people had no choice but to fight the cancer, and it was costly. A salt-the-earth kind of war that left the body severely weakened. With mods where they're at today, doctors can just cut out the offending organ, replace it, and move on.
but not every organ.
No, artificial brains are... nothing I've seen has told me that they're on the menu anytime soon.
But aren't mods that are implanted into the brain entering the market as we speak?
Yeah, but it's more like they're implanted onto the brain. Small computers that read commands directly from the cortex instead of, say, the keyboard your fingers are typing on. No, to actually replace brain tissue, you would have to... The analogies become pretty common, but the human brain isn't actually that much like a computer. A box of specialized components where you can swap in new parts to increase the memory or the processing speed. Everything is connected to everything. And memory, as we think of it, isn't stored in a place. It's stored among connections and their relative strength. I've cut it open and seen it for myself more times than I can count. There are no cutting off points in the nervous system. Anything you take away, every other part is going to notice. And that was a long tangent.
Yes, but it was also a very long circle. Praise me.
Sorry, can't imagine a lecture on the human nervous system is of any interest to an android.
Well, yes, it isn't. That is to say,
What's wrong?
I don't want to implicate Yumi in anything illegal by telling her about my unique circumstances. But how can I change the subject? When Adonai wants to shift the conversation, she'll typically find something arbitrary in the background to ask about. I am curious about the many decorations on your desk.
Oh, what caught your eye?
That magnet over there.
Really, you recognize it?
It appears to be a flag, but I do not know the country of origin.
It's an early 21st century pride flag. They used to change the designs every few years back then, so you can kind of collect them like coins.
I see. And what is this flag proud of?
That's how I'm saying it from now on. That's how
What
I'm
is this
saying
flag
it from
proud
now on.
of? Being trans, or trans visibility more accurately.
Oh, would you be invisible without it? Visibility. What does that mean?
We're living in the middle of the mod revolution. Anyone can look like whatever or whoever they want, as long as they have the cash. Compared to swapping out cybernetic arms and slotting in artificial spines, hormone therapy and affirmative surgery is nursing student level. And it's fast, too. The paperwork, the treatments, the recovery time, it's all so much faster than it used to be.
That seems highly unlikely for the future we are heading towards.
Don't know if that makes the decisions any less heavy, but no one has to cross their fingers and wait anymore.
Oh, well, that's good. Can you get a cyber vagina?
Who doesn't get a
I
cyber
want it.
vagina?
Can you get an electro cooch? In other news, Electro Cooch is the name of my all banjo metal band.
I imagine the cyber vagina has like a USB 3 port for when you forget to charge your phone.
Yeah.
After just a few days, they won't even have scars.
Wow.
So all told, that means for the first time in a long time, this generation has fewer visibly trans people than the last one. And a flag like that one. Dunno. Guess it won't mean the same thing anymore.
So is that a good thing? Or is that a bad thing?
I don't know that it's good or bad, sweetie. Just different. And there's nothing wrong with being different, right? Trans icon Yumi Sato.
Oh, it is sweet how they managed to work it in there in a way that felt natural for Sarah to be.
And what is the flag proud of?
What is your flag proud of? Tell us in the comments. Recovered files _David. Ooh, let's see it.
Let's see the secrets. So this implies that Sarah went in and watched him anyway.
Yep. File cache corrupted. Recovery failed. Source unknown. Last modified late 2085. Begin playback.
Great work. That's all the boxes checked. Thank you, Jess. No problem. Only 6 minutes till 5 o'clock. Why don't you start the holiday weekend early? If you insist, there's a pub crawl in the Twilight Wards that's got my name on it. What about you? Got any big plans? Actually, there's an art festival out west that I've been looking forward to. Nice. And who's lucky enough to be your +1? I didn't think to ask anyone. No one? Not Connor? Not Madison? Not Shelley? Not Lulu? Oh, Lulu, I wonder how she's been. Dr. Ash, have you not spoken to any of them recently? Recently, huh? It's a good question, Jess, but it depends on how you define...
That really sad looking. Just hit the cocaine first.
Okay. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to give me your credit card. I'm going to go buy 4 bottles of expensive wine, 3 boxes of expensive chocolate, and 5 very nice apology cards. And you're going to sign them. And what should I do this weekend? Is that music festival on some kind of remote island with no net or media? No. Then you're going to stay at home, and if anyone calls, start coughing and sneezing as much as you can.
This makes so much more sense as to how David kept accidentally stringing them on, because Jess is trying to coach him through it. Also, he's dating 4 people at once.
And not very effectively.
It's not that there's anything wrong with polyamory. I mean, this guy doesn't seem interested in monoamory.
I see. Thank you, Jess. Don't thank me yet, Dr. Ash. I might have to buy something really expensive for Lulu to break. You're a lifesaver. You know it.
Playing next in queue.
What's wrong? You've just been leaning against the wall. Can't you take a hint? Typically, no. I just don't like dancing, man. You're a musician. So? So why don't you like dancing? Because I'm bad at it. You're lucky you're cute. Sorry for laughing, I'm just surprised you'd care what any of these people think. I don't. But I do care about my business. Word gets out that I dance like someone's grandpa, gigs will dry up overnight. So it's not that you don't want to dance, it's that you don't want to be embarrassed. Sure, let's go with that takeaway. Easy enough to fix. You just need someone else to dance even worse. Yeah, sure, that's all it... And there he goes.
Okay, but that's like genuinely like a... Like now I'm better, like that's genuinely a good move, dude. Like weirdly sweet and thoughtful in that kind of problem-solving brain way, right? But still, like that's I don't think that's just coaching him through an earpiece.
David is sure out there in the middle of the heavy metal concert doing the lawnmower.
Macarena at the Sabaton concert.
Doing the funky chicken in the middle of the pit. I swear, lucky you're cute.
Playing next in queue.
What are you watching?
A thriller. Runtime 92 minutes.
Their hair color matches.
They do! That's so sweet.
Oh, wait, I think I saw part of this in a hotel once.
Don't you dare spoil it, or I will be very sad. Very loudly.
What are they doing now? Is this the ending?
No, this is the rising action. The hero and his ragtag crew have to pull off one last heist to get out of the game for good. But it's not that simple. The casino he needs to rob is on a satellite, orbiting the Earth at 16,000 miles per hour.
How fast is that in kilometers?
Father, you should be able to calculate that.
I learned to program so that I wouldn't have to. Why haven't the thieves been caught yet? If there was that much money on board, they'd put cameras everywhere.
There's illegal gambling happening on the satellite, so their ultra-wealthy clientele wouldn't want there to be any video evidence of their crimes.
There's illegal gambling happening on the satellite.
There's illegal gambling happening on the satellite. They're in orbit. It's the same thing as being in international waters. Would you like to sit and watch?
No, I'm not. I have somewhere to be, actually. I only stopped because,
Uh-huh.
completely unrealistic. Their poker chips would be floating all over the place.
There was a throwaway line about how everything's magnetized.
Oh.
So is this like Ocean 67 or this time the ocean is the Sea of Tranquility or
Do you want to sit down and watch the damn movie or not? Father? Didn't you have to go?
I do. Soon. But not right this second.
playback complete, save to drive private. Yeah, you would. So is this when they were going through that security footage together and burning the midnight oil?
I guess so.
Let's see. Public, police, static, persona 1.
Or
251.
personal?
What?
Or personal?
Personal. That never.
Or is that a 1?
No, that's personal. It is personal. I read. Begin playback. Are you ready to give up yet? We've been staring at this footage for hours.
We can call it quits whenever you like.
Oh, you me? Kidding? I could do this all night long. But my makeup is starting to feel cakey, so...
5-minute break?
Deal.
What were you hoping to find anyway?
I don't know. I had my fingers crossed that some shadowy figure would walk into frame and hold up a confession, but... What about you? You've already got her on camera handling the murder weapon. How many more nails do you need in the coffin?
1 or 2 should suffice. I guess the truth is, I was curious. What does a homicidal AI get up to in its spare time? Turns out it's a couch potato. What's with all the TV? And why is half of it in black and white?
The way she looks. So this Emma face, it reads something slightly different to me.
Yeah?
Something about the pleading look and the lip biting. I just want you to know that for this entire series, every time she's made that face, my brain has been like, oh, you associate that face with something else. And I'm like, thanks, brain. That's unhelpful at best. And I want you to know that I've had the professionalism not to bring it up until this moment. The point where you've already watched all the other episodes to your, sunk cost fallacy. Anyway, good luck never unseeing that. Public domain.
Seriously?
Anything digital from the 20s or 30s is too polluted to be useful. But go back in time 70 years and it's all clean as spring water. Also free.
They had
polluted?
There was the net thing happened.
Right.
I forget the name of it, but the old internet got wrecked. They had color in 2016, Morgan.
I don't know. Not those 20s or 30s. They're talking about the 20s. I don't know then. Guess this particular homicidal AI happens to be an old soul.
Hold on, what was that? There. Look at her go. She's tearing that thing apart.
What, the computer? That's how you learn to put them together. You gonna try and terrify Barrows with this? Just a machine. It's not like she's dissecting a frog.
Sarah is a machine, and she's ripping out circuitry without hesitation. If she was a human child, that'd be like...
You're reaching. Also, your argument is a little bit grasping at straws.
Yeah, I guess so.
Besides, you telling me you never pulled apart your dolls when you were a kid?
No, I didn't.
You know that universal experience we've all had?
Did you?
When I was a kid, I didn't play with dolls.
So what did you play with?
Normal kid stuff. Sticks and stones, birds and squirrels.
Birds and squirrels. What were you, a cartoon princess?
Ha ha.
I mean, I can kind of see it. Skipping through the enchanted forest, big poofy dress, tiara.
Gee, no castle?
Nah, no castle. I can tell you didn't have it that rough.
Is it rough living in a castle?
It's a lot of empty rooms when you're a kid.
Huh. Did I just learn something about Emma?
I need to go wash my face.
Sure. But if you fall asleep on the toilet, I am gonna keep going without you.
If you're drooling on the keyboard when I get back, I'm gonna handcuff you to the desk.
You promise?
Fair's fair.
Oh, man! We rarely ever get to see him have these interactions outside the courtroom. That's good.
Normal kid stuff.
Normal kid stuff.
I'm so glad we did these. These
Me
were
too.
so good.
These are so good and so important, and it's so vital that I got the chance to explain what I've been seeing every time Emma face comes up.
The tearing your dolls apart. Did I ever tell you about one of my favorite pastimes when I was a child?
No, tell me.
Anytime someone left a pen
Yeah?
in my vicinity,
Yep.
I would disassemble it. The problem was, I liked to think I was really good at mechanical stuff and taking stuff together and taking stuff apart and putting it back together.
Yep.
That was half true, precisely half true.
The half
I was
where it's
really
taking
good
it
at the
apart.
part where you take it apart.
Yep. Not so much the part of putting it back together.
So I would frequently just take apart my relatives' fancy pens and then get it like halfway put together wrong and then just be like, oh no, and then kind of leave it there.
Oh no. I didn't like to like take stuff apart as a kid for the sake of like violently destroying it. But there was like a sense in which I sometimes got very focused on certain tactile feelings. And I would chase those tactile feelings, even if that meant I had destroyed something in the process. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah,
What
so-
tactile feelings?
God, like... I mean, so the one I remember most was very specifically like the edge of a particular thing of fabric on one of the blankets I would sleep with.
Choice.
Yeah. It's hard to describe why, but it was like very fine, but also very silky and smooth in a way.
Yeah.
And so it was like very thin and precise, but also really pleasant. Listen, I had like a big fucking soup of things going on in my head when I was a kid that I just. It's funny to talk about now, right? But I learned early on that you just kind of smile, keep your head shut, and, you know, keep your mouth shut and my head down, push on through it. And
I hope the head's shut.
Maybe that didn't turn out well for me in the... Maybe that meant I wound up putting off some stuff that I should have looked at earlier, huh? Anyway, hope you enjoyed the bonus episode with the bonus scenarios. The bonus onus. We'll be back with this series when episode 2 comes out.
Yeah.
That is... She got Jack Daniels? Is that what she's drinking?
Looks like it.
Yeah. You can do better, Morgan. I believe in you.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.